Welcome to AI Trend Talk.
I'm Isaac.
And I'm Alice. Today we're talking about rain, Nan Ya Plastics, Lee Ya-Ying, Julian Champagnie, and ETFs. Let's get started.
Yes, let's jump right in. We have a really interesting deep dive for you today.
We really do. And our mission today is to show you how things like a passing storm, a traditional factory, and even a baseball game are all connected.
Right. They are all about how the world is changing very quickly, and how people and businesses have to adapt to fit in.
Exactly. And of course, since we are doing this deep dive together, we will take our time. We want to speak clearly and patiently so you can practice your English.
That is the goal. We know following the news in a different language can be, well, a bit overwhelming.
It really can. But don't worry, we're here to help you understand the stories, and we will learn some great English words along the way.
Sounds perfect. So where should we start today?
Let's start with something that affects your daily life right now. The weather.
Ah, yes. The weather's always a big topic.
It is. And right now, a huge number of people are searching online for the word for rain. Just simple rain.
And there is a good reason for that. People are searching because of Typhoon Jangmi.
Right. A typhoon is a massive spinning storm, right?
Exactly. It forms over the warm ocean. And Jangmi is currently passing very close to the island of Taiwan.
Oh, I see.
But the interesting thing is how the storm works. The main center of the storm is not actually hitting the land directly.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's just the very outer edges. The outer clouds are just brushing against the northern and eastern parts of the island.
The word is downpour. It means a lot of heavy rain that falls quickly. Example, we had to stay inside all afternoon because of the sudden downpour.
That is exactly the right word. Those northern and eastern cities are getting a serious downpour right now.
So you definitely need an umbrella if you live there.
Oh, for sure. But the typhoon is only the first part of the weather story.
Really?
Yeah.
There is more.
Yes. The atmosphere is kind of like a giant machine. When the typhoon moves away, it changes the air pressure around the island.
Right.
And that change actually pulls in a completely different weather system. It brings in a strong summer southwest monsoon.
Okay, let me make sure I understand. A monsoon is a seasonal wind, right?
Yes, perfectly said.
So in the summer, the land gets super hot and hot air rises up into the sky. Then, when the hot air rises, cooler, wet air from the ocean rushes in to take its place.
Exactly. You explained that mechanism perfectly. So later this week, that wet monsoon wind will hit the central and southern parts of Taiwan.
Wow. So the whole island gets wet, but for two completely different scientific reasons.
Right. The north gets a downpour from the typhoon, and then the south gets heavy rain from the monsoon.
That is so interesting. And it makes me wonder about you, our listener. How do you prepare for this kind of weather?
Yeah, a sudden downpour really changes your plans, doesn't it?
It does. It changes how you travel to work, or maybe you have to cancel your weekend trip to the beach.
Yeah.
It forces us to adapt.
Which is a perfect connection to our next topic. We are moving from the weather environment to the business environment.
Oh, let's do it. We are looking at Nan Ya Plastics and ETFs.
Yes. So Nan Ya Plastics is a very traditional, very famous company.
Right. And when you hear the word plastics, you probably think of cheap toys or water bottles.
Exactly. But right now, their stock is trending everywhere. The company's chairman just announced massive profits.
Wait, how massive?
Well, they made more money in the first quarter of this year than in the past 3 years combined.
Oh, wow. That is amazing. But why? People are buying that many water bottles.
No, not water bottles. It is all because of artificial intelligence, AI.
AI. But they made plastic. How does that connect to computer servers?
Well, AI computer servers have to process billions of calculations every second because they work so hard they get incredibly hot.
Wait, that seems backward to me. If the server's super hot, wouldn't the plastic parts inside just melt?
That is a brilliant question, and that is exactly how they adapted. They aren't using normal plastic anymore.
Oh, I see.
They developed highly advanced, specialized electronic materials, things that can survive extreme heat and heavy electricity without failing.
The word is demand. It means a strong need or wish for something. Example, there is a very high demand for new computer chips this year.
Exactly. And because the whole world is trying to build AI servers right now, there's a huge demand for these heat-resistant materials.
Yeah, it makes so much sense. They are building the physical foundation for AI.
Right. Which leads us to the next big trend, ETFs, or exchange-traded funds.
Yes, ETFs are very popular. It's the way young people like to invest their money. you know?
It's much safer than buying just one stock.
Right. Instead of buying one company, you buy a basket that holds many different companies.
Exactly. But right now, some of the most famous ETFs, like the popular 000, are preparing to change what is inside their baskets.
Oh, what are they changing?
They want to hold more pure AI technology companies, so they plan to remove older traditional businesses.
Like motor companies?
Yes, and traditional plastics companies.
Wait a second. If the ETF is managed by a computer program, does it just look at the label traditional plastics and sell the stock?
Yes, that is exactly what happens.
But isn't that a huge mistake? They would be throwing away a company that is making huge profits from AI.
You have discovered the hidden danger of this kind of investing. The official financial labels haven't caught up to reality yet.
Wow. So the company adapted, but the ETF's rules are stuck in the past.
Right. The business world is changing much faster than the financial rules. It's a really interesting irony.
It really is. And speaking of rules and expectations changing, let's talk about the world of sports.
Ah, yes. Trend number 12, Lee Ya-Ying.
Lee Ya-Ying is a very popular South Korean cheerleader. She currently works for a professional baseball team right here in Taiwan.
And in Asian baseball, cheerleaders are a huge part of the experience, right?
Oh, absolutely. They dance on stages, they lead the fans in songs, are basically stars themselves.
Right. But recently, a video of her performing a special chair dance at a game caused a massive debate online.
Yes, it did. And to understand this debate, we kind of need to look at how modern sports work.
Exactly. Decades ago, a baseball stadium was just a place to watch baseball.
Right, mostly just for the diehard sports fans.
But today, sports teams are giant entertainment businesses. They have huge stadiums, and they need to sell thousands of tickets every single night.
I see. So they can't just rely on the serious baseball fans anymore.
No, they have to attract casual fans, families, young people who just want a fun night out.
So the stadium becomes almost like a theater, with music, lights, and big dance performances.
Precisely. And the cheerleaders are the bridge to those new fans. But this changing business model causes a bit of a culture clash.
Right. Some traditional fans saw the video of the chair dance and felt it was inappropriate.
They argued that baseball should be a family event, and this specific dance distracted from the athletes on the field.
But then, on the other side of the debate, many fans and TV hosts strongly defended her performance.
They did.
They argued that she is a highly skilled professional dancer. She was just doing exactly what the team hired her to do, which is to entertain a modern crowd.
It is a fascinating debate. We're definitely not taking a side here, but it's interesting to see.
It is. Both sides have a point, depending on how you view the sport.
Right. It really shows how different generations expect different things from a night out.
So we want to ask you, our listener, what do you expect when you go to a game? Do you want quiet focus on the sport, or do you want the huge, loud theater experience?
Sports teams are trying really hard to find that perfect balance.
They really are. And this idea of finding the perfect fit brings us to our final story today.
Yes, we are moving from the stage to the basketball court. Trend number 13, Julian Champagnie.
He is an American basketball player for the San Antonio Spurs. And he is trending because he played an incredible playoff match.
The Game 7.
Yes, a Game 7. He scored 20 points and made 6 three-point shots to help his team win.
Wow. Game 7 is the highest pressure situation in basketball.
It is. But the reason fans truly love him right now is because of his journey.
Right, because his journey was not easy.
Not at all. He started as an undrafted player, and then he was cut by his first team.
Let's explain the NBA draft a little bit, because it's important.
Okay, go ahead.
Every year, there are hundreds of amazing college players. But professional teams only select 60 players in total during the draft.
But wait, if Julian was good enough to score 20 points in a high-pressure Game 7, how did every single team pass on him?
Well, it's not just about being good or bad. Think of a basketball team like a puzzle.
Ooh, a puzzle. I like that.
Yeah. A team doesn't need 5 superstars who all play the exact same way. They need specific pieces.
Right. If you already have players who score a lot, maybe you need someone who is great at defense.
Exactly. Julian was a great player, but during the draft, he was a puzzle piece in the wrong box. He didn't fit what those specific teams needed that night.
That makes perfect sense. And even when he finally signed with his first team, he didn't fit their puzzle either, so they let him go.
But then he found the San Antonio Spurs.
And the Spurs needed his exact puzzle piece.
Yes. They needed a player who could stand far away from the basket and shoot three-pointers.
Because that forces the defense to spread out.
Exactly. It opens up the middle of the court for their star players. He was exactly what their system needed.
And once he found that right system, he signed a contract for $3 million a year.
Which is incredible.
The word is inspiring. It means making you feel enthusiastic or excited to do something good. Example. His story of never giving up on his basketball dream is very inspiring to young athletes.
His story really is inspiring. It proves how important it is to find the right fit.
It's a beautiful lesson, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you get rejected, it feels like a total failure. But Julian's story shows us that rejection is often just a signal. It just means you haven't found the right place yet.
Right. Once you find the place where your specific skills are in demand, you can shine. You can be the hero of the game.
I love that. Well, we have covered so much ground today in our deep dive.
We really have 5 completely different topics, but they all share that same idea.
Right, the idea of adapting. We talked about adapting to the rain and the monsoon.
And we learned how a plastics company adapted to the extreme heat of AI servers.
Even while the ETF computer programs struggled to understand that change.
Exactly. We also looked at how baseball stadiums are adapting into modern entertainment theaters, causing that big debate online.
And finally, we celebrated the inspiring story of a basketball player finding his perfect fit on the court.
It's been a really fun conversation today. We hope you enjoyed exploring these trends with us.
And we hope you feel more confident using your English to talk about these big ideas with your friends.
Here is your comment challenge for today. Which of today's topics did you find the most interesting? Are you more likely to follow weather updates, stock market news, or sports highlights? Let us know in the comments below.
We really want to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining us for this deep dive. We are so proud of you for practicing your English today.
Keep learning, keep adapting, and have a wonderful day.
Goodbye, everyone.